Mr. Marc Anthony Storm. Mark, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Likewise, Landon, thank you for having me on the show. I've been waiting for this for the longest to have this moment to meet with you guys.
So, when it comes to being a YouTuber, real quick, why do you love being a YouTuber and how did you get started in it?
So that's what I did is, as I said, I was in law enforcement briefly. Then I went into trucking, and it really wasn't until sometime last year, once I had joined Scotland, I had the Peterbilt truck, but I was having some minor issues, with the truck at that time. They ended up giving me and so I did maybe 2 or 3 videos, with that truck, and this was from an iPhone. Okay, this is from an iPhone, and yet I have editing experience. I know how to use Sony Vegas. Okay, so but I was using just an iPhone to, post my videos, and I saw people had an interest in it, and I thought, why am I wasting time with an iPhone, to do this? So then what I did is I actually started watching professional people that are on YouTube. Well, not professional, but came into it just like you and I would have. Okay.
Hey, Mark, I apologize to cut you off, but why don't you take a second and show inside your cab just a little bit of the setup like you did with me before we jumped on this interview?
Sure. And you can see this on the screen, right? Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to show you right there. We have that's the Republic of Gamers Asus G752. It's a pretty powerful computer. It's got 250 gigabyte solid state drive, and it has a 1 terabyte hard drive in it. And then over here, okay, we've got the let's see if we can get this in here. Can you see it clearly? But yeah, that right there, that's the Canon 6D Mark II. Okay, and I have that because it has exceptional low light capability. So it is superior to the Canon 80D.
What separates your channel from other YouTubers that are in trucking?
What they say is they follow because I keep it very respectful and honorable. They learn a lot from the channel. I try to teach things that may go wrong. Here's one thing about trucking that some people, they let it get to them, and that is the breakdowns. When you have a breakdown, there are certain channels, which I won't mention, but there are certain channels that they let that breakdown really, they display that in the video, and it just makes it seem like trucking is like horrible when that happens, when the reality is that you could have been driving your personal car for some other type of business and it breaks down. It's the same thing, but how are you going to get around it? That's the idea. Is do you attack it and just say, you know what, this is just a thing, this is just a momentary setback, but I'm going to get past this.
Mark, when it comes to the last question here for you, if there is someone that's watching the show right now and listening to you, they're interested in launching their own channel, what are 2 or 3 tips or tricks, or what's some insight you would give them when it comes to launching their channel?
There's a few things, but you want to be, don't give up. Don't give up when you first start out. Don't think that you're going to make it like overnight, okay? Because then you're going to set yourself up for a little bit of disappointment, because it does take time and it takes persistence. Whatever it is that you're YouTubing about, you want it to be the same type of genre, or the same type of let's say you're into mechanics, or if you're into trucks, or if you're into bikes, you want to keep that channel, directed toward what that is, because people are following you because of that. Your schedule is very important. If you're going to put up videos, put them up so that people know when you're putting them up.